Hey, good morning. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with my new adventure documentation, kind of sharing what I'm doing, what I'm working on as I become an online or more out of the brick and mortar, directly working with people face to face every single day. And I don't mean not working with them face to face, because I work with people every day online and on the computer, but through Skype, through Zoom, through Facebook Lives, through a remote medium where I can be home in my pajamas working on projects for my online businesses. So I'm transitioning from brick and mortar offline businesses to real world businesses to online virtual internet-based businesses. And that means I can do it in my pajamas, drinking my coffee. And so I'm trying to document and kind of keep track of what I'm working on, what I'm thinking on, and what I'm, struggling with on any given day. Yesterday I was building a funnel, an action funnel it's called, and it's basically just a series of emails because I'm doing a chronic painkillers free 30-day challenge for people with chronic pain. Mostly women like me, over 50, who have chronic pain. That's who I'm targeting because that's who can relate to me. I mean, young kids that have been in accidents or hurt themselves skiing or been in car accidents or hurt at work or whatever, I don't know that young people can relate to me. I know that they could learn from the strategies and the things that have worked for me, especially if they have chronic pain, but I don't know if they care what a pajama grandma has to say about it. Somebody that's been in chronic pain for a couple of years might feel differently about their situation than somebody who's been in chronic pain for decades, like I have. And how you deal with that is different than, the short-term versus and short-term, 2 years is not short-term, don't get me wrong. But 2 years is, you feel differently about having dealt with it for 2 years than you do after having dealt with it for decades. I think I'm going on 36, 37 years. And so I just have a whole different perspective of what works and what doesn't, and what I've tried and what I haven't tried. So I'm doing a 30-day challenge, and so I'm working on that. And it's actually really fun because it not only helps other people, but it totally helps me because it reminds me of the strategies and things that I've used over the years, but maybe forgotten about. I shared one today about focusing on what you want, and I've known that for a long time, but how often do we fall into the trap of focusing on what we don't want? I've caught myself thinking lately, I don't want to do this all by myself. I don't want to be struggling to figure everything out on my own. I don't want to be a solopreneur. I need to build a team. Well, if I'm focusing on not wanting to have to do it all myself, guess what? I'm setting myself up for having to do it all myself. So I shared today a whole strategy for whenever you catch yourself saying don't, no, or not, go ahead and immediately ask yourself, so what do I want? And that's a strategy that I forgot about, but I'm going to continue to use going forward to make sure that I'm not stuck in the trap of thinking about what I don't want. Because whenever I'm thinking about what I don't want, that's exactly what I'm getting more of. So I worked on that and did that, and done a couple videos today. And then I will go work on my sales funnel some more. So that was all because I was talking about the funnel I created and I found a technical problem and had to contact customer service, which is just part of the process. Every time you're using a tool that isn't your own or that you haven't created, stuff's going to come up. You're going to have to figure out what ways around it. So there is a glitch in the software I'm using, and it's gone to quality control and engineering, and they're going to have to fix it. But in the meantime, I still need to be able to create what I'm trying to create for my 30-day challenge. So I figured out a workaround, and there's always a way. That's the other thing I'm learning as part of this process is even if you come up to an obstacle or a problem, there's always another way to do something. There's always a way to figure it out and get what you want to get done. You might have to rethink about it from a different angle, but there's always a way to get it done. So I did end up finding another alternative and another way to set up the whole structure so it's all set up already for the 30 days, and all I have to do is go in and update it with the video every day and update it with, change some of the wording and the information that I'm putting in it, but it's pretty much the whole system set up for the 30-day period. And I am one of those people that needs to do those kind of things for me. I need to create structure and systems in order to make my life work. So that's it for today. Go out, make it an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow and let you know what I'm up to. I guess I didn't tell you what I'm doing today. I'm doing all the things that are on my everyday list, and I'm also going to maybe look into some advertising to get people to a webinar that I'm creating for people with chronic pain. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. Bye.